Keanu, congratulations. It must be a pretty proud moment for you going to the World Cup with Australia.
Yeah, very proud. Obviously a massive achievement of mine that I've wanted since I was a young boy, and yeah, it's finally here and it's come, and I've been selected, so I'm over the moon.
When did you first find out that you were getting selected for the World Cup squad, and what were your emotions when you first found out?
Yeah, I received a call from the head coach yesterday after our latest session in the Arvo, and he mentioned to me that he wants to invite me over to Qatar and being part of the squad, and yeah, I was didn't know whether to be whether to cry or just to be happy for myself, but yeah, they had a big smile on my face, and yeah, it was just very thankful and grateful.
You've had a good few hours to process it now. Have you fully processed it?
Probably not, to be honest. Nah, it still feels a bit surreal. But I'll have to stay in the moment. Obviously, got 2 more games here with St Mirren, and yeah, just got to stay in the moment and hopefully do my best and continue that form into the World Cup.
How was that whole time sort of waiting, even since the last time you were in the Australia squad, to knowing that the World Cup was coming up, having to wait to see whether you would be in it or not?
Yeah, I think straight after the camp, obviously, I was confident. I was playing well. We were playing a lot of minutes, and the time was sort of flying by. I think the last week up until the squad was announced, when you knew the date of the announcement, and then you knew it was only like a couple of days away, and how close I was. Yeah, it started to get a bit. I started to get a bit nervy, you get a bit anxious, and you think, you're so close. Just want to sort of know the final answer, and then that finally came, which is obviously good news, and it made me happy. Yeah, of course.
History made as well. The first ever St Mirren player to be going away to a World Cup. What does that mean to you?
Yeah, it's massive. It's honestly, I've always said, that St Mirren have given me I said before, St Mirren have given me this chance from everyone, from the top, from the board, from the gaffer. I probably wouldn't have done it without the boys as well out in the field. I said before, everyone's made me feel comfortable coming here, all the staff, and it's been a great few months, and I just hope that can continue after as well.
Just for you as well, as a young man in his 20s, it must have been such a massive decision to move away from home across the other side of the world. Do you feel like this call-up has vindicated your decision to move here? Yeah,
definitely. I think mid-20s now. I'm 24, and I thought I was the right age to come across. I thought I've had enough first team experience over in Australia, and it was the right time to take a chance, leave my family, and this is a kind of goals that I wanted to tick off in my life. And of course, who would have known it would come this soon, but I worked very hard for it, and I'm very grateful that it did come.
Yeah, and just for you as well, how much do you feel like this move has benefited you since you joined in the summer?
Yeah, I think to come over here and play European football compared to where I was in Australia, where we don't play as many games, and the league's probably not as strong as the Scottish league. It's benefited me a lot, coming over here, improving, learning from all the players around me, learning from the gaffer. That was a great player, the assistant Derm, and all the other staff. Learning from all them, and just having European experience, playing every week and sometimes midweek now. It's just it's a big change, and it's a big step up from where I was, and it's helped me massively.
Yeah, how much do you feel that played a factor in you actually making this squad?
Yeah, I think it's played a huge factor. I think the Australian coaches and staff have been looking at European players now, and who's been getting minutes and who's been doing well, I guess, for their team, and I was one of them that was come over here. It's only been a couple of months, but I've obviously done it right for St Mirren, and the team's been doing very well. So a lot of eyes have been on us, and it's been good to get rewarded from all the hard work.
France, Denmark, Tunisia, it's a great group. You must be excited about potentially putting yourself up against some of the best players in the world.
Yeah, definitely. It'll be good to test myself and us as a country. I've said it before, you just never know what football can bring, so we're just going to go out there, do our best, have fun, enjoy it. And we're going to bring that fighting spirit, that togetherness, and you never know what can happen in football.
Just in terms of your family and friends, how proud have they been of this for you, and how much have you had a chance to actually speak to them about it?
Yeah, the time difference has been a bit hard to speak to them lately, but I was on the phone with my mum this morning, FaceTime. She was so happy for me. My brother as well, both brothers that play football know what this means to get to this stage, so they were over the moon, and my dad as well. He used to play football, so yeah. And then they've done a lot for me, growing up, taking me everywhere, running about. A lot of time spent in this, and it sort of feels like it's a bit of an reward for everyone, and it's a proud moment for me and my family.